So we are here now at Pashupatinath temple. Here is the main entrance to the temple, and you can see Lord Shiva up there, and Ganesh and Kumar on the both sides. Foreigners are not allowed to go inside. They could see whatever from here. That will be the last as well. And you can see the people, they are doing the rituals of burning the lakbati, 100,000 cotton lamps. Normally to make the elder citizens busy, so they make 100,000 cotton lamps and they burn them during this ritual. So one of the popular Hindu temple from Kathmandu, Pashupatinath temple, and the whole complex is here. We are still in the Pashupatinath complex. You can see they are doing the rituals, normally burning the cotton lamps, as well as there is a ceremony that's considered like a second birth, and especially organized for Hindu families and from higher castes as well. So here you can see a boy with all yellow dress and a special dress of the ceremony, and with a priest. This should be organized. So still we are in the main complex of Pashupatinath temple. So here is what you can see. So we are here in Pashupatinath temple to observe the ritual, which is popular by the name Brahmanal. They put the dead body in the inclined stone so that the feet of the person is dipping in the water to wash all the sin which he or she has committed during his or her life as well. And normally Hindu people, they cremate the dead body the same day person has died. After somebody's death, the first thing they have to do is they come to the crematorium, do this ritual. Then they change the dress also, because originally the dressmaker or the tailors, they consider low caste people. So whatever the deceased person has a dress, no more sacred, take it to the next role. That's why they undress the deceased person and they wrap the dead person with untailored clothes that come directly from the factory. That's white in color, red in color, yellow in color, and orange in color. Then after that, they take the body for the cremations. And normally cremation pyres are located a little bit downstream. And here are two special cremation platforms. One's supposed to be for the people who like to pay extra, or for the officials as well. And there is one, mostly it's empty, that's reserved for the king and royal family members. Still, you can see the view of the temple. The main temple originally dates back to 5th century, and they have done a lot of reconstruction. We'll have a viewpoint up there. And there are rooms down there. Some Hindu people, they believe that if they die here, there is a shortcut to go to the heaven. So for those people, on the last moment, they are brought here, so they could die here. So here is the Bagmati river, holy river. And this is called the holy river because goddess Parvati, wife of Shiva, she was having bath in this part of the river. And normally the water goes a little higher in the rainy season, but right now, every time with the winter, the water level goes down as well. So here are all the families. Originally, men are not allowed, women not allowed to come to the crematorium, but right now even women come to the crematoriums as well. So here is the view of the temple again, Pashupatinath temple, with the rivers, activities down there, ceremonies, rituals, death ceremony. And these are all the Shivalaya that was constructed by Prime Minister back in 19th century. And they are 11 in number, and mostly the houses Shivalinga inside. During the festival time, the religious people, they lodge inside, meditate, facing towards the main temple. Evening time, they organize Arati, normally by sunset, over these areas. So the whole thing, the whole complex. And besides, there is a temple far behind. It's a temple for Vatsaleshwari, and one of the form of goddess Parvati as well. And it's smoky all the area. That's due to the cremation pyres. So that comes. Normally during the winter, the cremation pyres are quite busy. The whole complex. So here are the burning ghats. They are 10 in number. They are all located on the right bank of the Bagmati river. And normally when they do Brahmanal, little upstream, they come down to burn the body here. And there is a death ritual after burning the body. Normally son of the person who died, as a sign of mourning, they shave their head as well. And to burn the fire, to burn the body, it takes 2 to 3 hours. Normally to enhance the fire, they put a vegetable ghee and sugar on the fire. And to control the fire, they soak a hay in the river water and they put above the fire. And the death ritual, as it lasts for 13 days, should be done with the help of the priest. And that's done especially in their own homes. Or if they don't have sufficient space back their homes, they remain over those buildings at the bottom to the right side. So there are rented rooms, so they could stay there for doing the rituals. And after completing 13-day death ritual, they especially join the families. They go back to the families. And the ritual is mandatory for the son of the person who died. And after 13th-day death ritual, they consider themselves impure for 1 year. They do not go to the temple, they do not celebrate the festivals, and they do not organize any weddings or any other ceremonies in the family. And when they complete 1 year, they again organize the purification ceremony. They invite all the people helping them during the funerals, carrying out the dead bodies, and do a vegetarian party as well. And color of mourning is white, so sometimes mostly people observe white color as they are doing the death rituals. And this to the left bank of the river. So here are some priests especially organizing a memory day for the deceased member in the family. The memory day is organized for the deceased member, especially for parents and grandparents, every year, twice a year. Once at the same date the person has died, another one is just before the Hindu festival Dasai. So during those 13 days they can organize a memory day for the deceased member in the family, and which is also done with the help of the priest. And normally priest has a way to give food to the soul of the deceased person on the next slide. That's the philosophy behind. So here are the steps to go to the viewpoint, and from where one can observe a better view of the temple. As foreigners are not allowed to go inside the main temple, they can climb up to the viewpoint and especially have a better view from there. So still there are some monkeys. This is not the monkey temple though, and here are trees around. So for the monkeys it's a good idea to stay around the temple, as the local people, they offer food when they visit the temple in the mornings. So we are already at the viewpoint from where one can see the main temple, constructed back in 5th century, reconstructed many times. The final reconstruction believed to be done in 17th century. And there is a temple to the left side, and that's for Bhairav, a destructive manifestation of Shiva. And there is a platform in front where the religious people, they gather. They sing some religious intent for Shiva. Down there they are doing the rituals, death rituals popular by the name Brahmanal. And to the right side is a temple, that's for Vasuki, who is taken as the caretaker of Shiva. Shiva having Vasuki around his neck. So the Shivalayas, you can see from here, only the top look like a dome. They are 11 in number. And still the whole complex of Pashupatinath. Far behind, there are like 5 gray looking white temples. That's a group of Hindu god and goddess, a Hindu family. They have to worship every day in their homes. And there is an Araucaria tree behind the temple. Looks taller, looks like the antenna. And there is a Kailas hill. Kailas supposed to be the residence of Shiva all around. So the local people, they are basking in the sun. Besides, there are tall Araucaria trees all behind. They are trimmed and they are decorative. Not native to the Nepal, but they are very popular right now over the religious shrines. It's also popular by the name monkey puzzle tree, as monkey cannot climb over these trees because they have a thorny leaf and they pinch on their monkey's head. So the whole complex of Pashupatinath again, with some caves on the other bank of the river. Religious people, they were sitting inside that cave, practicing meditation and also singing incense. And we have still have people, they gather over those caves. on the other side.
3.
So we are here in a temple. This temple popular by the name Gorakhnath Temple, and Gorakhnath is a very popular yoga practitioner, and there are memorials for him. And the temple supposed to be constructed back in 17th century, and the followers of the Gorakhnath, especially Kanpakta sect of yogis, they are staying around these buildings. And one of the followers of Gorakhnath, Narharinath, he has a memorial library over that building as well. And besides, all you can see around are small temples that's constructed for Shiva, mostly the Shivalayas, all this. And they are the construction from 17th, 18th century. And most of them, they got destroyed with the earthquake in 1934. And some of them destroyed with the earthquake in 2015. And remaining temples are still here. And as this place is listed in the World Heritage Site by UNESCO, they keep renovating all those temples.